Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Foodie Lab. Our topic today will be about harmful substance we take into our body. And our channel is about how to low budget cooking recipes and speed eating challenge. So you are free to go through all our video and you will see what we are all about there. So thank you, and let me welcome you once again to the Foodie Lab. And this is our Vlogmas series for the year 2023. And as we say, the topic we will be discussing about is harmful substances we consume. Thank you. So I will you can watch some of our videos if it is something that interests you. Thank you for your time this morning. So this morning we'll be discussing about harmful substances we consume as depicted in our thumbnails and title. Each one of the co-hosts, this is supposed to be a collaboration of content creators. So I'll be starting it, and as the other creators are joining the live stream, we're bringing them up for them to talk, tell us about their So before we go on, let's talk about what is harmful substances. Harmful substances can be in the form of chemicals, droppings, or sharp practices we undertake to cook our food that is harmful to our health. So I'll be talking about 3 points. Point number 1, use of hypo to prepare cassava. Point number 2, use of alkali to make our draw soup more dry. Point number 3, use of paracetamol to make momo more tender. So these 3 topics we will be talking about. So let's go. So the first topic is use of hypo to prepare cassava. As much as it is unhealthy to ingest chemicals used for washing, it is also deadly to use this chemical to soak fresh cassava to make it tender quickly so that it can be processed within a day. Normally, without the chemical, cassava needs to be soaked and allowed to ferment for at least 3 to 5 days before it should be worked on. But this chemical breaks the compound in cassava down quickly and allows the farmer to bring it to the market, all in the name of getting quick money from the farm produce. Recently on Twitter, someone ate a plate of fufu prepared from this cassava and was for the time is going to ferment very well. They go as much as going to use IPO. IPO is a bleaching liquid in Nigeria where you use in bleaching white to become whiter. So these farmers go as far as getting this IPO to bleach the cassava to make it more white and also to break down the cassava in such a way that within 30 days, within 2 days at most, within a day, it's is going to get bleached and they take it to the market and start selling without checking out the consequences of their action. These are one of the ways that we ingest harmful substances in our body. So the second idea is use of alkali to make our draw soup more dry. The example and point above can be said, the number one above, the one we just discussed, can be said to be the fault of the society. This one that we want to talk about now will be is a fault of a domestic, is more of a domestic fault, not, and it is the using of alkali to make our draw soup looks more dry. When I was younger, our parents were always using alkali to make our soups look more dry, even though the health implications of this is ignored or neglected. Do you know that soup, if the soup that these alkali are used in are not consumed almost immediately, I want to tell us that these things are not good, that we should stop it. And thank God, a lot of families have stopped it, if not all. So The third thing we'll be talking about is use of paracetamol to make pomo more tender. Now, we know skin hide, cowhide. Cowhide is pomo in Nigeria. And we know cowhide at times is very, very thick. So some group of caterers have devised a means to make it tender in time. Before your pomo, your cow skin can be tender, it might take a lot of time. But the those caterers have tried to use paracetamol to make it more tender. Now, use of paracetamol to make pomo more tender, this practice has been going on for a while now, and we should talk about taking it more serious because of the health risk it carries. When you attend any party or ceremony, that huge crowd. So the question is this: how do we solve this problem? How do we solve this problem? And the number one thing we need to understand is healthy living. What is healthy living? Healthy living is when you understand whatever you are taking into your tummy, whatever you are used to, should be something that is pure and clean enough for your body not to have any complications. And I'll be giving you 3 points. One, healthy living, which is already highlighted on the screen. The second one is government intervention. Then the third one is regular detoxification. Now, with these 3 points, I'm sure I should be able to let you understand how this works too. So, one, healthy living. With this, we should be more conscious of what we are preparing to put into our tummy. Ask questions. Do not take short. As you already know, government intervention goes a long way to show people that uh, we are to clamp down on people doing these wrong things. And I love what the agency in charge of this have been doing for years now, NAFDAC. NAFDAC has been on the forefront of fighting against these sharp practices. And I think the judiciary should speedily sentence these culprits to jail for any of this offense. C. 3. Regular detoxification. This should be practiced as this will also complement healthy living, healthy living practice we are doing. As most things we do not know, as most times we do not know how these raw materials we use in preparing our use of hypo to prepare cassava. 2, use of alkali to make draw soup more drawy. 3, use of paracetamol to make pomo more tender. And the point we discussed that's going to help us to get to live better is 1, healthy living. 2, government intervention. 3, regular desertification. So I believe that with these points, you should be able to understand what harmful substance we are putting in our tummy and how we can sort them out. So thank you so much for your time. And I believe I have been able to talk about these things that we are doing that is harmful to our body and how healthy living can be utilized to make sure we detox ourselves from these practices. Thank you so much for your time. And this is the Foodie Lounge. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please kindly, if you love our content, please kindly subscribe, turn on the bell notification button, and anytime we drop any video, you'll be the first person to know. So thank you so much for your time and do have a lovely day. See you in the next session. Thanks.